Hi, my friends. Today I come to you to discuss about this amazing and very different kind of book called Talk Like TED, right, by Carmine Gallo. So, what this book talks about primarily is about the TED stage, right? You guys might have heard about the. I'm sure you would have heard about the TED talks, right? So, the great leaders, the great people who have come there, the great minds who have come there to share knowledge and inspire people. This book basically summarizes some of the key TED Talks, some of the amazing speeches which has moved people and improved our world basically. So now here are my key takeaways from this book, and I hope I can inspire you to read this book or listen to the audiobook available on Audible. So the first thing that the author tries to tell us or tells us from the speeches that he has observed is being passionate about the topic that you're going to talk about. Of course, if we are passionate only, then we can give it from our heart, and that's when we can connect. Next is to deliver a topic which is new or give a different perspective to an existing topic. Our brain is excited only by novelty, right? We are bored by what we have already heard. And then, in order to make the speech memorable, what the author suggests or has seen the other speakers do is to employ storytelling, right? Storytelling is such a great communication tool, and use vivid language so that you can create actually the imagery of the thing or the story that you're trying to say. So also there is not much help in using text, right? We used to seeing boring PowerPoint presentations. So what the author has seen the successful TED talkers do and is suggesting is to use minimal text. Is actually suggesting or seen some of the PowerPoint presentations having reached only 40 words by the end of, say, the 15th or the 20th slide, or even some more. So minimal amount of text. Some presentations have no text at all, just photos and some videos as well. And also another tool that is used pretty much in every communication is humor, right? Using right kind of humor, because what humor does is of course, so when we are trying to listen or when we're listening to a new topic, our brain will immediately raise a defensive wall and try to resist the change. More so if we are not in that same wavelength, right? What humor does is it releases endorphins and it changes those walls to windows where information exchange can happen. So that's the way the author puts it. I love that. Walls to windows. Then what humor also does is deflects controversy. It reduces trauma, and he says that there's a magic formula for persuasion, that is humor, then shock, some hook statement, and then statistics to back up the data. All right. So what the author is also suggesting is not to take yourself too seriously, and what humor or laughter does is also reduces blood pressure. Of course, it takes a lot of courage to go and stand there in front of hundreds of people and deliver a proper, impactful TED talk, right? So he also gives us a couple of amazing examples. Two I'd like to quote is one, Jill Bolt Taylor's "My Stroke of Insight." Okay, so there are a couple of things stand out. One was Jill actually is a heart surgeon, and she one day had a heart attack or a stroke, and at that moment, can you imagine? She said, "How wonderful and how fortunate I am, and how many doctors can actually experience their own stroke," right? So that's the kind of individual Jill is. And she actually used an amazing prop. She brought a real human brain onto the stage. Okay. Another one, of course, I'm sure you know, is Bill Gates brought a a jar full of live mosquitoes and opened it up actually on the TED stage and said that why should only the poor be bitten or have malaria. Okay, so of course later it was found that those mosquitoes were anti-malaria and they were made immune. So that is what, of course there's another thing that the author tells us to do is to overcome our fear of judgment. Yeah, that's in a nutshell the shortest possible takeaways video I could do for an amazing but very different book called Talk Like TED. I'm sure I have inspired you to go ahead and read this or listen to this. It's only about 3.5-4 hours on Audible, so go ahead and listen to it or read it.